Morning guys, this is Nora. I am starting the day with looking like a hot mess. Doorbell you just heard. Apparently Jonas set up a water test company to come down and test our water there at our lot so that we can get like a water purification softener. And he forgot to tell me, and then all of a sudden, and not only that, but he ended up getting like a last minute job. Oh, I'm out of breath. He ended up getting like a last minute job, and then and forgot about it. Forgot to tell me first of all, and could not even make it. So the guy, he was like waiting for me to call Jonas back and forth, and finally Jonas says, I'm not going to be able to make it. Can he reschedule for tomorrow? So that's what happened. And the dogs, both Bingley and Bella, had to put them in their crate, and they were going crazy, barking a storm. We couldn't even really communicate much because they were being really loud. So yeah, it made me pick. And then I called Jonas, and I'm like, I got a little bit upset. I'm like, why did you tell me? And then why didn't you cancel it? But I guess he forgot. But yep. By the way, look at Bella. She got a haircut. Bella, did you get a haircut? Well, I gave her a haircut. We had her blade, her clipper in storage, and I had Jonas go and look for it because I'm the one that usually cuts her hair. And then right now with the whole quarantine and everything's closed, so I had to be the one to do it. And I know that hair was getting long, and she needed a haircut. Guys, now that I passed by, my table has been getting these ugly, like white marks, and I was reading up that they get like that due to the heat. So I'm thinking of getting like some kind of either mats so that when we eat, we don't put our food on the table, because this looks ugly. It's horrible, and I think they come off after you scrub. You see, if you scrub it long enough, it'll start coming off, but it's going to be a lot of maintenance. So I'm thinking of getting placemats. And I think they would look nice too, placemats for my table. Don't be drinking from Bella's bowl. You have your own bowl. Maybe he needs water. Yeah, he needs water. Maybe that's why he's doing that. So my vacuum, it's a Shark Multi-Flex chargeable vacuum, right? But it starts blinking. It stops and starts blinking when it gets like a clog of hair or something stuck in the middle. And this is a long, pole here, or whatever you call it. And as it is completely blocked because you're supposed to be able to see through the other end. And I am struggling to take it out. So any recommendations? And I don't have anything long enough to push out the stuff that's stuck in there. Most likely Bingley's hair. But I've done it before with like a long rebar or something thin, but because we don't have the same things I used to have in the other house, now this become very difficult. And I'm trying to blow in there, see if that would help, but nothing's working right now. So any recommendations on how to unclog this? Maybe there's an easier way that I'm not thinking about. I would really appreciate it. So tonight I am going to be making what we call Carne Guisada, which is like a Mexican stew, I guess. It's very simple if you make it on a crock pot. So it's extra lean beef stew meat, Carne Guisada. So I'm going to go ahead and marinate it for a bit. So I'm going to use this Ziploc bag. And I'm going to use 3 bay leaves, salt, onion powder, garlic, and pepper. And just leave it in the refrigerator with a little bit of oil to marinate for about an hour. And then I will be putting it in the crock pot for about 6 hours on low, I believe. I need to recheck my recipe. But that's the plan for tonight. I wanted to give you all a recommendation in case you're having a hard time finding disinfectant spray. If you go to your Dollar Tree, they've always had these before, but especially right now where, it's very hard to find disinfectant. They have the Lysol multi-surface cleaner. It's a concentrated one, so you're able to make a lot of cleaner with this. A bit about Maddie. now that she started summer, look what she wants to do. She wants to watch YouTube and then be on Roblox. But no, I already told you you're not supposed to do that. Choose one. But she's been enjoying her summer since now that she doesn't have to attend online classes. And she doesn't like going anywhere either. Tell him. She doesn't like going anywhere.
I only like to get lunch.
Only if we're going to take buy her lunch. If not, she doesn't go anywhere. But sometimes we make her, and oh my goodness, it's cry, cry, cry. Right? Guys, I don't know why I didn't think of this before. You know what worked? Hot water. I just thought, let me go ahead and put hot water. And like nothing, it started coming out. Look at all this hair that was stuck in it. That's gross. That's all Bingley's hair, guys. He has a shedding problem. Really bad. But now we know, in case you have that same problem, you know what's going to work. Hot water. So that was that easy. And it would be so funny if there's a manual out there for this vacuum that says to do that, and I just never read it. But I don't like manuals. But that was super easy. And now the mystery has been solved of how to unclog your vacuum pole. Hot water. So now I went ahead and put the meat already here. It's going to be cooking on high for 6 hours. So again, I just put the spices, 2 or 1 onion cut in half, and then I ended up putting like tomato paste, or one that I made my own self here with fresh tomatoes, and then a little bit of half a cup of flour with the flour to give it a thick gravy consistency. So yeah, it's gonna be here for 6 hours. Hopefully it turns out good. So right now, guys, I'm gonna be making an agua de melon. So this is very traditional in Mexico to have like different flavors of aguas. And H-E-B, so if you're from Texas and you have an H-E-B, or maybe somewhere a Mexican market might have it. Bless you, Mama. They're gonna have these packages of already sweetened agua. So I'm gonna be making an agua de melon, which is basically cantaloupe flavored drink. And I have cantaloupe, so I'm gonna be putting chunks of little chunks of cantaloupe into the agua right now. I'm gonna add this fresh cantaloupe onto the drink mix. Oops, cutting it off. It's hard to record with a hand. So I'm gonna use this to stir it. And then I'm just gonna put it on the refrigerator to cool for dinner with the carne guisada. And my mom, she usually makes this, and she does the same thing, the chunks, and it comes out really good. It is very sweet, so I will taste it just to make sure that I don't need to add more water, because we don't want it too sweet either. Although I did follow the instructions per bag. So I think for one little bag it's a quart. So I put up to 3 quarts here, so hopefully it tastes good, and I'll let y'all know. So it tasted good. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the refrigerator, and that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Well, I mean, we're gonna have that to drink along with the carne guisada. I am gonna be making mashed potato and probably a Mexican rice right now. Well, not right now. Whenever dinner time comes near. We're watching Mary Poppins. We have that Disney Plus, and I highly recommend it for children and even for adults, because they have all the Marvel movies, like for our boys. And they also have really nostalgic movies. It's actually a category on Disney Plus, nostalgic movies. Hey guys, so Jonas got back from work, and then we ended up coming to the property. And as you can see, the tape and float has started, and it looks really good. There, I'm here standing in the living room, and we brought Bella, but we just heard news that the tape and float guy, he wants to finish up on Monday. So today's Thursday, so that means by Monday we might need to already start painting. And he gave us another price for that, but we're kind of trying to determine whether we should do it ourselves or whether we should get him to do that too, because it is a lot of wall that he needs to paint, and that's including the ceiling and also the primer for the walls. So, let me switch the camera over. So look at, this is what they've done so far, and I wanted to show you the ceilings. Look at this is the office ceiling. This is one of my favorite. I had seen this in a house, in some of the construction home pages here, and I had seen this and I took a picture of it, and so we put this in the office. Let me show you the ceiling in the dining room. This one has that little design there. And let me go over to the master bedroom. That one also has that, it's kind of like a layered look to it, but I really like it. So guys, we're coming very close to the end, maybe about 75% complete. And also the cabinet guy, we already gave him his deposit, so he just needs a week in advance to finish the cabinets. And we're gonna call him. I think my husband tried calling him right now, but he didn't answer. So we're gonna tell him that he can start the cabinets. So maybe by next Friday, he might already be installing the cabinets, but we will see. So once we have cabinets installed, once we have the paint, we can move on to the, painting the walls to the color of choice, like one from, probably going to do the same color we had in the other house, which is agreeable gray. And Maddie might have a different color in her room. And so, what else? And then tile. Tile will go on after that. And after that, it's going to be like installing vanities, light fixtures, things like that. So another thing that we are going to do here is put a built-in fireplace. I bought one, I already have it there at the house. I don't know if you saw it. It has like a big box in the middle of the living room. And these two areas are going to be the built-ins. So we are going to do like a mantle. We're going to close it in, but we might just leave it like this until we close, because we don't want to extend the time to go. We would rather close and then do these projects on our own. It's the same thing for our ceiling. As you can see, it's just it's just one big square. But we are planning to do the exact same thing we had in our other house, which was the coffered ceiling. And basically, you do that with molding. So we're going to do the exact same thing on the ceiling. So that might come after we close as well, unless my husband can somehow include it in the time frame, because we're really trying to close on the house, and then do all these fix it up after we close, because we don't want to prolong anything. We rather close and come in, and then of course go in and change anything that we need to change. And that's including the upstairs that we are planning to do. We are back home, and right now I am making masa to make some homemade tortillas. And it's probably my few times that I've done them. And I would never get them right until I followed a recipe. So this recipe comes from, oh my God, I can't remember her channel name right now. It's okay, I'll go ahead and link it down below, her channel. But she has a channel dedicated to like recipes of all sorts. A lot of them are Mexican American, Tex-Mex, and she is Mexican American from Texas, so you'll get a lot of these awesome recipes from her. But I'll go ahead, like I said, go ahead and tag her YouTube channel down below, so that way you guys can see that recipe. She has various ways of making them, but it's still the same recipe.
Wow, these things are huge. Wow, no, they're really good.
They look good. So here's the food, guys. It's already late in the evening, and we're about to eat. And the carne guisada came out good. And like you see, these are the tortillas. And look at Bingley. He's desperate for a taste. Well, I'll let you all go right now. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm going to invite you to subscribe for more content like this. Anything Mommy Life, and also home construction updates. And of course, once in my new house, I will do my cleaning videos and decorations and those kind of videos as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye.